So when I bought a ticket
hilarious.
for an action movie, and I was looking forward to it. It was one of those movies where I went, you know how like Hereditary was the movie that for 2 months I was waiting to see.
I hear it's great. Is it great?
This other movie was one. It was I loved it. I saw it twice.
Great.
So scary.
I've very seldom seen a movie twice.
It's so scary.
Last Temptation of Christ.
I love that movie.
Weirdly, I saw it twice.
Why'd you see it twice?
I don't know why.
Why would you
I
see
think
that
maybe
movie?
I had nothing
So
to
brutal.
do, and I was like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie really is. When you watch it, though, it is
That was a weird
really
movie.
emotional
And the
and
cool
violent.
Peter Gabriel music. and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and, everybody's got wieners out.
The movie was
Maybe that's why.
Dark Knight,
Dark Knight.
the movie that I went to see.
Dark Knight Rises? What's the one that I'm in?
No.
The second one.
The movie that you're in.
I'm in the third one.
You're in the third one. That
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah, Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
With Bane.
With Bane. Yeah. And I'm sitting there in the you're not in the second one.
No, I'm in the third
You're
one.
in the third one.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there in the theater, and when you came on as the doctor,
Yeah.
the place went crazy.
When I turned around.
Because I think it was partly because it was an unexpected to see Thomas Lennon.
Too much tension. There's a lot of tension going in.
Right, there's a lot that he scales to see
everything's murdered.
Yeah, he goes there to scale to see Gary Oldman, right?
Who's maybe dying.
Maybe dying, right? So when you turned around,
Hello.
Like the fact that I don't have like a bubblegum cigar
Yeah.
or like a beanie propeller.
but you had worked with him before, Christopher Nolan. Memento.
I'm also in Memento.
Right?
Yeah, which is a great
It's
picture if you have not seen it.
Oh, one of the best.
It's
Memento's great.
Memento's a trip.
Yeah. So when you're working with someone, because I've seen him over at the Oaks,
Gourmet
Sure. With his kid.
Yeah.
I don't say anything because I just get so intimidated. But
Yeah.
do you?
I'm intimidated about him too. But,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he's actually a funny, sweet guy.
That day when you were working, or a couple days, whatever,
90 minutes.
that 90 minutes that you were working.
He not only does he not slow down on movies, he actually drops days out of the schedule because he starts to speed up the faster he goes. So the more he makes a movie, the less days it takes, which is crazy.
Incredible.
But it's very true. He doesn't like have a trailer, and he doesn't like usually have monitors. He's just like on his feet making the movie. It's really impressive.
He doesn't have anything where he can see something back.
Maybe he does. To my knowledge, I've just been around him, and he just like films it like a movie, like kind of like Clint Eastwood also does the same thing.
Yeah.
He's just there, like, and there's a camera guy, and I mean, I'm sure for the big stunts sequences, he looks at monitors and stuff. But for me, you get with Christopher Nolan, you also get like 2 takes.
Wow.
A third if you really fucked up the second one, but probably not. And
Now,
then,
knowing this,
yeah. Is it very scary?
are you nervous?
Oh my God! I couldn't sleep for days before. I had 1 page of dialogue, which is all I say in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And someone hand delivered it to my house, like 4 months before shooting.
Wow.
It was on red paper, so you couldn't Xerox it.
Right.
And everything other than what I say was redacted with a big black marker. So I didn't know who I was talking to. Well, except that I said, "Well, Mr. Wayne."
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
if I didn't say, "Oh, Mr. Wayne,"
right,
there was no way to know. Like I could be talking to anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you're getting that delivery,
I got hand delivered, and a guy
Oh
handed it
my
to me, and I was
God,
like,
imagine.
I was like, this was really exciting. And I was like, do I need to like sign something? And the guy looked at me and he went, no.
Wow.
Just like, if this page fell in the wrong hands, you're dead already.
Wow.
Yeah. It was very exciting. So, but imagine having, it's like a little paragraph and then a tiny little paragraph, and then you have 4 months to think about it.
My God.
You're just like,
I'm sweating as I. Yeah.
I'm the time,
Yeah. I can't.
Mr. Wayne.
Yeah.
Italian.
So now let me. So now your day off.
Hello, Mr. Wayne.
Where's the shot? Chicago.
you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is one of those times. They're like, hey, Christopher Nolan would like you to play this little part. It's basically a cameo in The Dark Knight Rises. The movie's shooting in downtown Los Angeles, which is basically where I live.
Yeah.
Not that
Amazing.
fun. Fun, obviously. Downtown Los Angeles, India, Pittsburgh, and London. And I was like, my fucking luck, I'm going to get downtown Los Angeles.
Right.
I got London.
Wow.
Yes.
So you flew to
You gotta
London.
fly. You gotta get a work permit. You gotta go to a wardrobe fitting. You gotta go back to the hotel. You gotta eat spaghetti, which I love to do.
Yeah, I love spaghetti.
Oh, I love being on location.
So you're
having
in
spaghetti.
London.
London.
Right, in a nice hotel.
Crazy thing. I was in this hotel, and then like a fleet of women in burqas moved into the second floor who were obviously with some like Saudi prince or something.
Yeah.
And they asked that I be removed from the floor. I literally came up one night to my hotel, lovely hotel, the Langham in London, and I have the worst room, and there's all these ladies with like Louis Vuitton suitcases all the way down the hall. Wow. It's just steamer trunks. And just like burqas, but with, like Jimmy Choos and like $5,000-$10,000 shoes. And everybody looks at me quietly, and I'm like, what just happened? Something weird just happened. And then I go back to my room, and then later that night there's a message from the manager who's like, Mr. Lennon, one of our guests needs the whole second floor. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We have to move you to one of the penthouse suites. Would that be okay? And I'm like, Bobby Lee, just to see it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that was going to work. And then I did nothing in the movie.
Right.
Could barely remember my lines because I've known them for 4 months. So I'm just like,
Oh, hi, Mr. Batman.
But okay, let me ask you this.
Batman,
When you show
please.
up, though,
Yeah.
Now, did you know Christian Bale before that?
I did not.
So you're in now. Where do you see him in the makeup trailer or?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, the makeup people, I'm sure he's in some other makeup situation.
So you're
'Cause
on
he's
set,
Batman.
and then he shows up.
Yeah, and he comes in, and the thing that's disconcerting is he's also, he's a big handsome guy.
Yeah.
But then he's also like very mellow and funny.
Yeah,
Like
I can see that. Yeah,
And he also, you forget he also talks like this.
yeah.
So like sometimes you'll see him, he comes in, he's like Batman, and then he's like, "Oh hey, yeah, it's alright. So I'm Chris, and I'm the Batman." And you're like, "Oh," you're just like a kind of a sweet kind of cocky guy. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm the Batman, So when you come in, I'm Bruce, and then you'll be my doctor, right? And then it's like. It's just like a regular.
He's telling you what the scene is. Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. But
that's so funny.
But he's very unassuming and he's a funny dude. Yeah.
But I'm going to say this. I think maybe you were intimidated, but I think
course I
it
was.
makes it easier, though, that you were already in Memento.
Yes,
Right?
I don't know if
Because-
he knew that. I don't know if there's a way to say that, like, "Hey, Christian Bale, how's it going?
No, but not Christian, but in front of at least Mr. Nolan.
Hey, everybody." I
You
think I made a joke like, "Once every 13 years, we'll make a movie,"
you did. Yeah. That's
which
so
was
funny.
also like kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's the greatest.
He makes.
He is one
great
of the
movies,
greatest
man.
directors. Even Dunkirk was. I've seen it twice.
Crazy.
I love that movie.
I just recently watched. Here's a crazy thing about. Oh my god! I just recently watched Dark Knight. Holy crap!
I know.
The middle one.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's
amazing.
I liked your one too, but
I like them all,
they're all great.
yeah.
But that second one, and it's
Oh my
also
god! Begins.
Begins is great too.
What's happening?
Yeah,
That movie's so cool.
so good. And to see what happened after that with the fucking Justice League, what fucking happened?
I haven't seen it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it is.
Okay, tell me about it because I actually don't know. I loved Wonder Woman.
That was
Oh,
great.
that was great.
Wonder
That
Woman's a fun
was
picture.
great. That was the only one. And I'm going to say
Yeah.
this, okay?
Okay.
Is that Marvel has a franchise.
Yes.
They do light, a lot of colors.
Yeah.
They're now built like comedies.
Yes.
A lot of fun, very funny jokes.
Oh my god, Thor.
Amazing.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
One of the
Ragnarok.
funniest movies
I know!
of the year. From the very beginning when he's in the chains and he's just like, "I'll be right back around with you in a second." I'm like, "What is happening?"
Yeah. It's so funny. So as I'm not a big comic book guy, but I know. I think they should have used Christopher Nolan's movies as a foundation and said, we're going to play this shit real.
Yeah.
And gritty, and we're going to, since they're doing the funny, we're going to do the real. But they didn't do that. They made it very glossy. Have you seen those movies?
Yeah.
No.
There's a glow about things, know,
The
and
CGI is funky.
the CGI looks weird. It's humorless, lifeless, and I've never even sat through the whole thing on these fucking things. I'll leave or turn it off or whatever. They're fucking garbage.
Heath Ledger's really funny in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Remember the thing with the pencil? That's how you meet. That's how you meet him.
It's fucking.
He basically
amazing.
comes in and he's like, "Oh, there you go."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And his death also, God rest his soul, and rest in peace. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing this.
You were kind of doing like
I don't know
that
why I'm
was
doing
kind of
that.
weird.
It was
well,
weird.
because you had the vape.
I had the
pen.
vape pen. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
doing really anything. Okay?
No, you
I was
weren't.
showing everyone my vape pen.
Yeah.
You like it? But that also his death makes that movie also very
tough to get around.
It gives it an extra level of like mystery. You're right. Right.
Yeah, it'll never. It was like a Tibetan mandala. You'll never get it again in any way.
Tibetan mandala.
Yeah, Tibetan mandala. I love that you just made fun of how I said that because I feel like that's how you say that.
That isn't the way you're saying it. Right?
Tibetan mandala.
Yeah.